What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Gains Mindset, where we get you on the grind and improve your mind. So in this video, we're going to talk about why the mainstream media does not promote healthy nutrition. We're going to go over this little segment that we found on Twitter and sort of dissect what's going on in the world and why they don't want you to be in good shape. Let's go. Let's go over this and let's talk about the mainstream problem that we have.
Yeah, so on Twitter, which Twitter is a lawless land, a lot of the mainstream media and the government, they use it to try to reach out to as many people as possible to get them to be aware of certain things, right? So the US FDA put up a tweet not too long ago. It's actually earlier in December. It says, pizza and candy, anyone? This National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. Everything is up for grabs. Just be sure to know what ingredients are in your chocolate first.
This is the FDA, right?
US FDA.
This is the FDA, right?
They're promoting you to eat whatever you want, right? Which is fine.
Woo!
Which is fine, right?
It's fine if you have good genetics.
It's just fine if you have, number one, if you have good genetics. Number two, it's fine in a free-thinking mindset, in a lifestyle where, you live in the United States, you're free, so you're free to do whatever you want, so you can eat whatever you want, right? But yes, then that is correct. You can eat whatever you want. We're not telling you not to eat certain things. We're not forcing you. We're not forcing you to do it. But what we're doing is trying to encourage you to actually pay attention to what you're eating, because a lot of the things that you're eating are not actually good for you. And if you can find out what is not good for you, what is good for you, then you can make the decision for yourself to know what you should be eating. The US FDA should be the number one person to tell you, hey, these foods are good for you. These foods are not good for you. Listen to what we have to say, because we are an authority figure, and you should be listening to us. But because that they have that power, they can do whatever they want, and they can get money from Hershey and be like, hey, say that our stuff is good, and so we can get more money, and we'll give you more money. I feel like that's what is happening right now, where the US FDA is just telling people to put chocolate on pizza. And it honestly hurts my stomach.
Obesity
just
levels
looking at it.
are just great. I love obesity.
Don't listen to anything they said except for just be sure to know what ingredients are in your chocolate first.
I agree with that.
Check the ingredients. Make sure that what's in there is okay, because there's a lot of stuff that's out there right now that are not. I have people at my job that give me items that they get from the store, and they make me look at the ingredient labels, and I can tell them everything that's wrong with them. I'm just like, I don't like this. It would be great except for this and this. And I explain why to them, and then they're just like, oh shit. And I'll be like, it's fine if you just have that one, but don't get it again, and stuff like that. I try to help as many people as I can with that at work, and I hope that we can help you guys find out what is wrong. So maybe one day we'll do a video, maybe we'll do it as a podcast, where we talk about all the bad ingredients over again, and just so you guys are aware if you want to know. We'll leave that up to you. Leave that in the comments. But yeah, so the FDA is an authority figure that should be preaching healthy lifestyles, but at the moment, they're just preaching to eat whatever the hell you want and to get fat.
Yeah, we need to look at it from also an economic perspective. Like, there are so many companies and government programs, and there's so many things that it revolves around you not knowing nutrition, and it revolves around you constantly eating crap. The reason is, one, it helps corporations like McDonald's, all these fast food corporations, all these restaurants. It provides business, it provides revenue and money, and it helps the economy go. Also, it's good for they know that you're going to take your girl out to Cheesecake Factory, right? And then you're going to buy all this crap. It's that's just an example. But they know that the sheep, the mass majority of the people, that they're going to invest in all these horrible foods, and they know that it's addicting, so they're going to keep buying it. It's good for the economy, keep things going, keep businesses going. So from an economic perspective, it's great if you're unhealthy, because you get to buy all this crap like this. What? So, they want you to be fat. It really is good for the economy if we just keep eating all this stuff. I think we should invest more in healthy farms and a better way of raising animals and getting clean plants to eat. And I think we need to have a complete reform of the nutrition system. The FDA's Twitter promoting this is just insanity to me. And through this whole pandemic, I've never heard any of these government officials saying lower your obesity levels, and doctors are even afraid to mention obesity because they don't want to offend you. That's how much of a soft society we've become. And look at this. CDC that everyone trusts, right?
Yeah.
The study finds that about 78% people hospitalized for COVID were overweight or obese. Like, this is like, guys, wake up. You're all inside the Matrix. All of you. You're all the girl in the red dress. You're just looking at the girl in the red dress forever. You don't even think about what's really going on. You're literally a slave to the society.
To protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress?
I was.
Look again.
And they don't want you to be fat. It's in your face constantly. You're literally being played by the system constantly. And no one wants to wake up. Every job I've ever worked, I just see people going in, they're buying all these foods, and all these people like overweight, they can't even walk. Like they're using canes, and not because of like some disability, just because they're just so big. Because we're in Wall-E. The whole world is Wall-E. Wall-E is everywhere. You are Wall-E. You literally are the people in Wall-E. You sit in your chair. It's just crazy. Everyone has just literally lost their minds, and it's only going to get worse. Unless you do something about it, which is why we're here. Save you from Agent Smith. We're gonna save you from Agent Smith, guys. We're gonna save you from yourself by watching this video and understanding that the world wants you to be fat. And you need to change that right now. You need to get out there and change your nutrition, because if the FDA is gonna put out stuff like this, I've never heard. We're in New Jersey. I've never heard Governor Murphy, that piece of shit. I've never heard him say that you should lower your obesity levels. I've never heard anyone say that. It's like, no, you just see Murphy eating pizza. That's what they want. The Matrix wants you to be fat, so that way you can invest more of your money into these corporations that provide crappy foods. You're all being played, and I hope some of you recognize that. I recognize that, so I lost weight. That's the whole thing. But
We can go more into this stuff in a podcast. If you guys want to, definitely leave it in the comments, because I definitely like to talk more in depth about this, where we can't do like in a specific video. What Andrew was saying is a lot of the authority figures like governors and the FDA, they're not promoting it. And it's kind of alarming because they need humans, they need civilians to govern. And by telling them to get fat, yeah, it boosts the economy for like the state or for the country, but it ends up killing you faster. And just like what we were just talking about with that post with the CDC study finds about 78% of the people hospitalized for COVID were overweight or obese. By them getting hospitalized, most of them were probably not going to get out. And a lot of the people that died from COVID, other than having other complications, the number one, I'm pretty sure, complication from their death is because that they were obese or they were overweight in some sort. And the connection between healthy nutrition and a healthy lifestyle is one-in-one, where you need to make sure that you read your ingredients, you understand what you should be eating, you understand that you need to have carbs that are more complex, like sweet potatoes and stuff, and having healthier fats like grass-fed butter or avocado oil, get rid of the other oils. This all gives you the potential to bring out a healthier life. With all these new studies and all these new findings on like how healthy certain foods are and certain ingredients are, you can use that to your advantage, and you can start living a healthier lifestyle, and you don't have to eat pizza with chocolate on top of it because that the government says so. The government don't want you to know. They rather tell you that you can eat the pizza, that you can eat the chocolate, because they know that it gets them the money. But we're telling you that we want you to put that down, and we want you to rather eat a steak with some salad or sweet potatoes or even eggs with bacon. What we want for you guys is to just read ingredients, number one. Number two, we want you to put down all the unnecessary foods like sugary snacks, candy, soda. We want you to put all of that down and start being more self-conscious on the foods that you eat, because a lot of the authority and a lot of the media do not care about your nutrition.
And remember, the biggest bomb that you need to take away from this video is that they want you to be fat, because when they make you fat, then you go to the hospital, then you go to the doctor, and then they get money. And then it helps the economy in that perspective. Like, guys, you don't realize that all this shit happens for a reason. You are all slaves in that regard, to where they want you all to be fat, and they all want you to seek help eventually, which you will, because you're going to feel all these pains from the obesity and all the sugar. But eventually it's going to hit to a point where you're going to feel so sick, you're going to go to the hospital. That's when your insurance comes in. That's when they get the money. That's when the hospital gets your money. That's when you waste valuable time that you can be making to improving your life. You're spending that time in a hospital on tubes because you spent your entire life eating crap, and then you pay for it with the hospital bills. And if you don't even have health insurance, that's the whole thing, this economy. We're so screwed right now. I don't even have health insurance right now. We're so screwed to where if you don't have health insurance and you're obese as hell, and then you go to the doctor and then they charge you a crap load of money, and then you're in debt, and it's a whole system. That's why I say you're in the Matrix. It's literally a whole system to where if you're fat, it could benefit the economy, and get you in debt, and then you're hurting, and then you have to work 2 jobs, and then it helps you. Like, it's a whole thing that you guys are unaware of. And it all can be solved by cleaning up your diet, which is why we are so passionate about this, because they're not going to tell you. Because if they do, they're going to lose so much money, and then you're going to wake up and be outside of the matrix because they don't want that. They want you to stay inside. They want you to stay asleep. We're awake, and we're going to wake you guys up, whether you like it or not. We're going to help you guys clean up your diet right now and ignore all this crap. If you ever see somebody eating a pizza, you take that pizza from their hand and you smash it on the ground and you start stepping on it. And then you say, don't ever freaking eat that sliced pizza ever again, or I'm going to freaking come after you. Escape the matrix, stop eating crap, stop listening to the government, understand what's really going on, and take action to improve your diet now.
So guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a comment below. Let us know what you think about the healthy nutrition and why the media might not want to promote healthier lifestyles. Also, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, share it around. Also, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with our videos, and until next time, guys, we will see you in the next one.